I'm probably Lawrence Llewellyn bowing it up today. Oh, yeah. He's got hair just like yours, actually. You should. Can you flare your?
I can flare mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a bit of a cuff down. Yeah. A lot of good cuff.
Someone left their makeup and comb in the Porsche, so apologies for my hair.
Hang on. The fact that you're blaming me for this because I'm the only one that has a comb is unacceptable. Like, why? A comb's like under £1. I like it messy. I think you're like the sort of
bohemian.
Student. No, you're like a sort
whimsical.
Of like the sort of part-time drug dealer at Oxford look.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that doesn't need the money, but just does it for the cred. Anyway, this is the news. This is the news. This is the news.
Bit light on news this week, not going to lie. So we're going to start off with some racing news, and particularly interesting news for all you MotoGP fans out there. Andrea Davizioso, aka Dovi, is making a comeback. Not racing, sadly, but he will be riding the Aprilia RSGP at Jerez on the 12th and the 14th of April, so just 2 weeks after the first round. That's going to be good, isn't it? I mean, seeing him back on a bike is going to be... having a proper rider on that bike is going to be a real tell.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Is it not a very good bike,
yeah,
or has it just been the quality of the riders?
I'm going to say it was the latter.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah. And apparently he's not coming back to racing. It's just a one-off. Paid shitloads of money to come and test the bike.
And why not?
Why not, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why the bloody hell not?
Go to Jerez. He might go to... No.
Dontico's
shut, yeah.
Isn't that? It's a flying school now.
Yeah.
I met a woman who was flying from there, a pilot.
Is that prison lingo?
No, she was actually a woman. She had a vagina and everything.
Right.
I think. I didn't see it.
But anyway, yes, he'll be at Jerez on the 12th and 14th of April. Looking forward to welcoming him back to the stable. Hope he comes back because MotoGP needs him. He's a bit of a personal favourite of mine, so.
Is he? So, because I could take him or leave him. I don't find him that engaging, charismatic. He's a plodder. He goes out there, does what he needs to do, gets the job done.
Have you seen the Undaunted film on Red Bull TV?
No.
Watch that; it will change your mind.
Is he a Red Bull rider?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's all money, isn't it? Let's make him look good.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. I met him once, and I was in his vicinity. He popped up at...
Johnny!
He popped up at EICMA, and you think they're all pretty small GP riders,
yeah,
but when you actually see one in a crowd of normal people, they're fucking tiny, aren't they? They are absolute dwarf spec. The news being light this week, we could just do what all other news agencies do and just make shit up.
Okay.
That could happen. So here's something. I heard a rumour the other day. Now this could happen. It could happen that all motorcycles are going to be banned within a year. Everything. Electric, petrol.
Yeah, everything.
An anonymous source told me that. And so, headline, all bikes banned. Could happen.
Have you noticed though, I mean, especially at the moment, I'm not going to get into a propaganda / political warfare here, but every single news channel, big main news channel, and papers, they all prioritise their stories the same. So it's always the same headline, it's always the secondary stories.
But they're all owned by the same companies, aren't they?
Exactly. But
the whole thing is shit.
Yes.
This is the real news.
Yes.
Okay? This is it.
I also heard that rabbits are going to be banned by 2023.
Like rampant rabbits?
No,
good, because they're giving blokes a bad name.
Yeah. Yeah. All rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just banned.
Banned. They cause
give
cancer.
You cancer. Yeah.
I heard that too. Yeah. Well,
an anonymous source.
An anonymous source told us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Different time zone.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yes. So
that's the real news.
Yeah. So Marquez was actually out testing this week in Catalonia on Honda's road bike, which is the RCV 213.
VS.
Yes. So, which is the older bike, but it's basically a GP bike, isn't it?
It's obviously dulled down a lot, but
Yeah.
Honda have got the advantage of the fact that it is based loosely on a GP bike, so it's the closest thing he could ride at the time for rules and regulations to allow him to get back on a bike. So, I mean,
I think it's cool.
yeah, it's genius.
I wish Ducati rolled out a Desmo, quite frankly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I mean, it might get down the pit lane.
yeah.
Might not. An anonymous source told us that Ducati is being bought by Lexmoto.
Yeah,
That could
too.
happen.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah. But no, Luke, Marquez back on a bike. I think, is he going to make round one? Do you think?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll have a raft of excuses ready if he does badly. I think he will, because his character, I don't think he's as petulant as people make out. He wants to win, and he wants to win a championship. So if there is a point available, he will fight for it. So I think he will be there. And he doesn't need an excuse. It's like, I've just had a really bad injury. I'm coming back, and I've got to make myself strong and get into the game. He's had a whole year out. If he doesn't turn up, then I don't know. Yeah, he should turn up. I reckon he will.
Well, I'm sure he can beat half the grid anyway, with the way he is now. So yeah, welcome back, Mark. Welcome back.
Marc Marquez. How does he do it? Yes, in other news, Chaz Davies has his satellite Aruba IT Go 11, is it Go 11?
Go 11, yeah.
Go 11 Ducati, and it's painted a really nice colour, so Captain Vanity thought he'd mention it.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
I think it's pretty.
Although my mate Sean Neary had the same colour scheme back in the Ducati Cup in 2015.
You did as well, though. Didn't we all? The P&H bikes?
Yeah, I did
were all-
actually. Yeah, no, I did it, yeah. What am I talking about?
It's your bike.
Yeah, I did. I forgot about that. Bloody hell.
It's all head injuries. It's exactly the same bit of paper that we've been holding for 9... It's week 10!
It's week 10!
Sorry.
Double digits.
Double digits.
Shizer.
Deece.
Wow. Anyway.
Deco.
Again.
Oh, Deco. No, that's 12, isn't it? Latin. Do you not do Latin at school?
No.
Sexus erectus penis.
I
Do you know
don't
what that means?
I don't go to high school.
Sexus erectus. 6 tall trees.
Doesn't.
It does.
Doesn't.
It does, because it was like the joke at our prep school, like, sex erectus penis. Jokes in Latin.
So bringing the news to the end, we have a couple of bitty stories. One
Bitty.
is there's a new electric motorcycle project happening, or has been happening, and we can't talk about it for legal reasons, and in fact it's under embargo till tomorrow. So you have to check another video out tomorrow. So check that out.
Is it good?
Don't know yet. I haven't seen it. But also there was obviously the Ducati Monster has been released, and we know certain details about it, but Boothie is actually on a WebEx call to some Ducati engineers right now to give you more a bit of an exclusive kind of idea on the bike, and we'll get some more info from Boothie. Boothie, can you tell us what's happening? Obviously he's on the WebEx now, so it's not really live, but it's ruined it.
Doesn't matter, does it?
No. Boothie.
Hello? Yes? Yes. We got given a few details about this new model a couple of months ago, but in a press conference today, Ducati have revealed all about the new Monster. From now on, this is the Ducati Monster. There's not going to be a big one or a small one, it's just this one, with its 973 Testastretta L-twin engine. The extra 116cc over the Monster 821 translates to a little bit more power at the very top, 111 brake horsepower, but a much better spread of power throughout the rev range and a lot more torque. The engine's lighter, and so is the frame. In fact, the whole package is a hefty 18 kilograms lighter than the old Monster 821, thanks to a Panigale V4 type frame and lighter wheels, subframe and swing arm. On paper though, the suspension doesn't seem anything to write home about. They come in red, black or grey, and they'll be available in a 35 kilowatt version in case you've only got an A2 licence. Starting from £10,295, they should be in dealers very, very soon. Back to the studio.
Show us your monster. Lovely.
Thanks, Michael.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's the news.
That's the news.
That is the
That's
king news.
I mean, we could make some more up, or go
could make some more
rip
up.
some more stuff off the internet.
Here's an interesting. What's the best? What would be good news? Let's do some good news. Just make it up.
two-stroke's going to come back to MotoGP. Look, you heard it here first. It's happening.
Well, an anonymous source told you
Yes.
that two-strokes
Yeah.
could come back to MotoGP. So that's pretty good headline right there. Bit clickbaitery there.
Yeah.
I've got an incendiary topic to discuss later, which I'll be interested in hearing the intelligentsia out there, their opinions and views, while I puncture my skinny latte. Fucking environmentalists. So they had to change the straws of these because they were plastic and telescopic. Perfect, really nice drinking straws.
Yeah.
Now they've gone cardboard and they suck air in, so you have to dip the whole of the bendy bit into it to make a seal, otherwise it's like... And they've done all that effort when on top of the fucking drink is a fake massive plastic thing. What happens to that environmentally? You know, that's just vanity, that. You don't need that bit, do you? Whereas the straw you need.
Well, you're the one doing the damage buying the product, so...
I can't help it, I'm literally addicted to this shit. I don't know what's in it, but it's crack. You know your mini eggs?
Yeah.
This is my mini eggs.
I haven't had a mini egg, or any mini egg, since Monday night.
It's Monday night now.
A week ago then.
Wow.
So this week, Glenn, Chris, what have you been up to? I know you've got a couple of pressing topics to discuss.
Yes, I've got a few things. So this week I've mainly been polishing. So I've got very into a Dremel. If you delightful fans follow me on Instagram, you would have seen many stories of me with a Dremel, a brush, and some WD-40 getting dirty. Now this has probably become my favourite pastime. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Taking something gross and manky and cleaning it of evil, and then bringing it up to a nice, sometimes better than factory finish is, it just satisfies me greatly. It's not even the end result, it's the act of doing it. And you don't need a computer, you don't need anything beeping at you and stuff. You can just zone in, and I just love it. And I like it so much that I ended up going to buy an ABBA Skylift so I could lift the bike off the ground to get underneath it.
Hello!
Hello! Which is actually that's a good product as well, British made. ABBA,
Yeah.
been around for a while.
Yeah.
It's not the band, this Swedish swingers group, because they did fucking
Knowing me, knowing you.
They
Is
swapped
that
wives,
ABBA?
didn't they?
I don't know.
I think they did.
Dunno.
Is that right? They actually swapped wives.
Fair play.
And I will just mention, Demon Tweaks sorted me out the ABBA stand, and I ordered it. Order was confirmed at 5:30. Next day, 10 a.m, turned up. So thank you very much to Demon Tweaks. This is the Skylift, and as you can see, it's pretty high in the sky, and it uses the swing arm pivot. I think I've got a swing arm kit as well. And yeah, it's amazing. So you can get forks out, you can do everything front and rear, and it's nice and high off the ground. I can get in there with my Dremel and start cleaning. And the other massive benefit, I wonder if I can do this while you're watching. Hang on, let's try. I don't know if that'll work. But the other big benefit is that it's on wheels. So if you're stuck with it in the middle of the room for weeks, like I've got to wait for weeks for these forks, you can just move it round. Sweet! And in full disclosure, I did get a discount on this product through Demon Tweaks. This is where I bought it from, and to be honest, the service was amazing, regardless of discount or not. So I'll put the link in the description if you want one. Skylift, and it's British. Boom! British and Italian babies. Yummy. No, so let's get the bike news out of the way quickly.
Okay.
So I've also just bought another motorbike. Now this is becoming a sickening disease, I think, actually, I have now. But I will say, all the bikes that I've been buying, I used to have an ISA, which has done nothing for about 10 years. It's like, oh, this year you earned £4 interest. Like, well, great, thank you. By the time inflation comes along, that's negative. You're basically losing money. So trade in that ISA, buy some classic motorbikes, enjoy them, look at them, job's done. So anyway, that's where the cash is coming from. But yes, I have also just bought a RSV R Millie Colin Edwards. Colin Edwards special edition. So that's pretty sexy, and that's from Ben, who is a 44-teether. He runs a really cool bike shop called Colt Motorcycles up north somewhere, north of the Wall, somewhere near Mordor. And but he's a 44-teether, and I spoke to him on the phone. He didn't know who I was, and he was like, he recognised my voice. And then he said, "Is that Chris?
Is that the prick?
Is that the fucking arrogant arsehole on that fucking shit YouTube show?" I was like, "Yeah, it is actually."
Oh, brilliant! I'll chuck another £100 on the invoice.
Yeah, so great. But he's a 44-teether. He says hello. So,
hi, Ben. Is it Ben?
Yeah, it's Ben. Yeah.
Ben.
But genuinely, that's how bike shops. I love that element of bike shops. It's on his own property. He's got a cool little garage. But it's shot really nice. He does nice little films. In fact, I can show you a bit right now. And they're all bikes that he wants to buy. Isn't that a nice thing?
It is nice, yeah.
It's not just like, oh, let's get that Bandit in, mate. Yeah, whee, paint it up, bit of radiator paint. So yes, the obsession continues. But it's got to be over now. And I will just say, for the price of the new M1000RR, I've bought all of these bikes that you can see. So 1 bike or 9 classic bikes.
Which none of them you've ridden yet?
None of them I've ridden. No. Well, none of them work. What about you, buddy?
Well, I've had a very interesting week riding bikes off-road. Went to Mick Exence's place on Tuesday for a bit more training because we've got the Andalusia rally coming up in May, and it's just time's ticking away. So Mick was keen to get us up and actually ride. So we rode pretty much 6 hours solid, and I hurt, I ached, I couldn't move for days. But yes, and then straight afterwards, while we were up there, Boothie organised a day with Inch Perfect Trials up in near Clit Hero. So that was interesting. We had, and I won't ruin the video. All I'm going to say is, I think we found the only discipline where electric bikes actually work and are a tangible. That's not the word, tangible. A
realistic
alternative to petrol, and in fact even better than petrol. But I won't ruin it any more than that. But we had some fun with some Red Bull athletes up there.
Well, you pretty much are Red Bull.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I was Rod Bell. I was the Rod Bell.
Rod Bell athlete.
Yeah, not the Red Bull. So we're up there with some Red Bull athletes, and these were proper Red Bull athletes. They're downhill mountain bike racers, proper nuts, never ridden trials before, some of them, and they were all making us look like dicks, mainly because they're half their age.
And you are dicks.
And we are dicks, so, but yeah. Tani Seagrave, she's downhill mountain biker, Chaos Seagrave.
Chaos, is that a brother or something?
Yes, a brother, yeah.
Called Chaos?
Yes.
What, by birth?
Yeah.
That is cool.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Joe Breeden, he's another one. Proper, I mean, that kid can ride a bike. Unbelievable. What he was doing on those electric motions was unbelievable.
It's interesting you say that because I did in fact, where I won this championship cup from, I did a Palmer Sport day in cars, and me and, no, but the reason I'm going to say it, the Brendan...
Fairclough.
No. Is it? No.
Brendog.
Brendog.
This man, yeah.
Mate. He smashed everyone.
Did he?
Yeah. I mean, I beat him still, but
right.
basically the two bikers, downhill motorbike and motorcyclist, we were the top 2 placed things out of everyone, and all these car YouTubers like, what? So it's something, particularly with the downhill guys, they have a screw loose.
Yes.
So they'll go into a corner and go, well, hang on, I'm in a car, it's completely safe. Nothing's going to happen. So they do, it's interesting you say that.
Yeah,
Balls
Joe
are
Breeden.
important.
Well, you'll see the video next week or week sometime soon anyway. But that kid has got some serious talent. He's only 21. But yeah,
massive nuts.
Massive nuts. So, closing this week then.
Yes, and the other this week. It's quite personal, but I'm going to share it with you because this is what this lockdown show ultimately was all about, was trying to get through something. So a few of you, if you've followed me for a few years, will know I've had issues with anxiety, depression. I've had numerous years on medication, and the last couple of weeks, a few weeks ago, month ago, I decided to try and ease off it, because if anyone's experienced this, you'll know what I'm talking about. You kind of, when you're medicated, you end up living in a bit of a bubble, and it feels a bit insulated, and nothing's really exciting and nothing's really bad. It's just, you're just ticking along, and I think it's time to sort of try and change that, because I'm a bit sick of sort of living in a dream world. So if I'm a little more jumpy, a little more weird, that's because my body's adjusting to not having this whatever the fuck drugs,
whatever it is,
whatever they are in it. It's new ground for me, this. I've been medicated for about 3 years now.
You had a brief period off, didn't you?
A brief period of about 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and then, because it takes a while to get out of your system, and then I started sort of not liking it. So bear with me if I'm a bit scatty, and sometimes I was driving along, everything's fine, sunny day, burst into tears, no reason. And I go, come on, man up, man up! Anyway, but yes, so if anyone else out there is going through issues, particularly after the year we've just had, and this seemingly never-ending carrot, which is being constantly dangled, of having some freedom back, there's lots of us out there, we all understand, and I particularly understand, so keep strong, and I just thought I'd share my story.
Well, I think also I've known people who've never suffered with any mental health issues at all, and the last lockdown, so over Christmas, winter months, and then into January, February, I've seen people, my friends, like I said, have never suffered, start to suffer, and they're going through stuff that I've never really dreamed of them going through. You know, sort of different characters that you wouldn't normally associate with mental health, and they're suffering too. So it is particularly hard. But like I said, hopefully it's a bit more positivity coming soon. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely like to do some more, because again, you know, and I don't want to sound like I don't want to link this to coronavirus, whatever your views are on how it's been handled, good or bad or whatever. But you know, the mental health crisis, because it is a crisis that's affecting the whole population, it's building up to be something far bigger. And I think in a few years' time we're going to go, maybe we should have thought about that, which I think a lot of people are, but maybe governments, etc., should have thought about the knock-on consequences of what's happening to people. And it doesn't go away quickly. I know that for a fact. So once you've been there, it's a lot easier to go back. And that's the bit that scares me. So anyway, we're up for doing I'm certainly up for doing some more mental health awareness things. And again, this is why I said earlier about dremeling and polishing, because you can put all these happy people on Instagram and YouTube that have got all this money and they just bought a Lamborghini because they're a YouTuber and everything's great. They're probably crying into their, Rolexes every night. But that's why I like shutting off from the world and just concentrate on my little thing that I can control. And I think that's an important message. Just, simplify is my advice. Oh, that was disgusting. What was that? Mate, what was that?
Oh yeah, I just peed myself.
Please, have you actually? Oh no.
Anyway, back to our favourite Southwesterner from Bristol, from Keynsham, who owns a shop called JHS Racing. It's James Holland, and it's his tip of the week.
of the week.
Right, dots on tyres. Most of the manufacturers use dots on tyres. Dunlop's got a single green dot. Bridgestone's got a yellow. Pirelli has red. Looks like two eyes actually. Right, these dots are all there for a reason. They're for balancing, and they should be at the weight end, which is your valve location. So it should be in line, as on this one, with your valve. So you then accurately balance your wheel. You see them so many times round here, round the wrong way. People don't know how to fit tyres to do that. Take your tyres back and get them fitted properly.
Idiots.
Idiots.
Thanks.
I didn't say it.
Okay. Thanks, James. I'm sorry you got eggy and your fangirls got eggy. We missed you last week, but as you appreciate, we had a bit of a rammed schedule last week. But welcome back, James. Thank you. A marvellous tip once again.
Thanks.
Thanks, James.
So moving on. So we do. Should we do Growler of the Week?
Let's do Show Us Your Growler.
Growler of the Week. Show us your growler. Whatever the fuck it's called.
Growler growls.
Alex Talmon could be like salmon because it could be a silent L.
Yes.
Talmon.
Or a silent T.
Almond. Alex Almond.
Alex Almond Milk.
This is a strong contender for one of my favourite bikes ever, disregarding the Growler setup. But this is a Street Fighter, which he's done a custom paint job on. I mean, to be fair, that's the bit that's striking for me, is the paint job and just how classy and factory that bike looks. Like factory plus, OEM plus spec. But yeah, that is an absolutely glorious, glorious motorcycle. Well done, Alex.
Those 70mm Termes, I mean, that is very, very naughty.
It's not going to be quiet, is it?
No, and that is the bike Ducati should have built back in the day. But anyway.
Yeah, beautiful. But that was inspired by the Gen 1 Superleggera. So that's that super bright, almost flow orange and white, which is probably my favourite colour scheme of Ducatis ever. So, what else have we got there, Ali?
Well, this is Jens. Not sure where Jens is from, but this is his 2019 Batali 800RR, the Salami.
The Salami?
Yeah, apparently it's always from Texas. Perfect bike for the Texas Hill Country. MV Course Titanium 3. That is those welds are giving me a bit of a chubby on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I don't like. I'm not a fan of that. What's it called?
Are you actually shitting me?
The sort of shell armadillo.
Are you shitting me?
No, I don't like it. If you can't afford a pipe bender, mate, just, seems like a lot of effort to go through when you could just bend the pipe.
I feel like I should apologise.
Well, this is why I caveated it, and I don't particularly like the way that looks. I think it looks like it's made in a shed. Sorry. Do you ever? Well, you probably do actually. Two strokes are used to.
Yeah.
But like GP bikes.
Yes, they all have that.
Now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's titanium.
So swiftly from growlers to rats.
Yes, and this week we've got a message from Dave who says he had to share a work colleague's bike. His name is Christian Maticevic. They're both from Coventry, and he wanted our thoughts on this R6. Now, that is ticks a lot of boxes, isn't it?
Well, the primary one, and we've not mentioned this before, is billet aluminium throttles. I mean, grips. What are people thinking?
I mean, I think that is one of the worst. Actually.
I think it is the worst, because not only visually does it make it look like fucking shit, but also every other weight shit, grip shit, visuals shit, price shit. Why? What the fuck is wrong with you?
And he backs it up with a lovely anodised stubby lever.
I mean, I hate anodised stubby levers, but I don't even notice it next to that.
And of course, he has some rather fine rim tape. I mean, it's not.
I don't mind the rim tape.
It's not bad rim tape, I suppose, but
it's all right.
Even so, I mean, the fact that you have those abominations on next to your fingers is enough to. I mean, you've definitely won. Get your rat out. Christian. Congratulations, and thanks for the shout out, David.
Bike roast.
Now this is an email from Jody, who emailed 5 reasons that shorty levers are awesome.
Okay.
Do you want to hear them?
I do, actually, yeah,
Because
go
I
on.
haven't read them yet. I just thought I'd save it for the show.
Okay.
Jody, you must be talking out your arse, my son.
Well, he's about to get a roasting.
Yeah.
Or her.
Okay, number 1. If racers only use 1, maybe 2 fingers, why ride a girl that takes 4 fingers?
Why ride a girl?
I don't. Why ride
A bike. Why ride a...
I don't know. It was a bad start. Bad start, Jody. 2. As you can see from the attached, Mark definitely likes a 1-finger girl. Right, so he's pointing out that Marquez uses
one finger to brake with.
because they're riding MotoGP bikes with the best brakes in the world.
And
Don't travel.
And his lever is still not stubby.
Yeah. 3. Short levers are further inboard, so less likely to hit the brake lever in close racing. Damn lever protectors. Again,
Don't buy it.
don't. That's horseshit. Sorry, mate. 4. The short clutch lever has transformed the Triumph. Personal reason, but the standard lever's bite point is very far away from the bar, requiring fingertips to get it going.
Doesn't make any difference. If your fulcrum,
Yeah.
which is a pivot point, is here, regardless of whether the lever is there or there, it doesn't make a difference. I will caveat though and say, if you have a supermoto and you want to pop wheelies, clutch up every day, a lot of the time, a stubby lever, perhaps on the clutch side, could relieve fatigue if you're doing it daily. Because I remember when we did that Learn to Wheelie vid, which I think never went out anyway.
No, it didn't.
I do remember the lever knocking into my fingers continuously, but we were shooting all day doing clutch up wheelies. So that is my only one.
Yeah, no, I'd
caveat.
agree with that, yeah. 5, finally, they just look awesome, as long as you don't get cheap eBay specials.
They're all cheap eBay specials.
Sorry, Jody. I think you have 1 out of the 5 that might.
Yeah, but that wasn't even his point though, so they all
so you
lost.
okay. Sorry, Jody. Thanks for your email, and thanks for saying that you love us and stuff, but
Yeah, again, we're not being horrible to you. Well, we are, but we don't dislike you because of your opinion. It's an opinion and you're entitled to have it. We're just saying that you're wrong. And that's what life should be like. Here's your opinion, debate it, but you're still wrong. I don't hate the guy. He's probably a nice bloke. Or girl. Because Jodie is an asexual name. Just popped into my mind. Would anyone like me to do a set of bedtime stories? So just reading out classic novels, maybe even children's books, and just reading them in my caramel deep tone. So maybe if you're in the bath bomb going, you'd like to put a little bit of a me on.
We had a mutual, well, I say a friend, a colleague who used to work for a manufacturer whose wife used to sit up in bed and listen to, not watch the videos, but listen to the old Baron von Grumble videos. She used to strum away.
Did she actually? No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Did she really?
I don't know.
Really?
Strumming like Eric Clapton. Anyway, moving on.
It's Fat Chat! Right, so I'm basically the same as last week, not done fuck all again. But I'm 100 grams lighter still.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had a bad week.
Oh no. What happened?
Again, but
you did a load of exercise with
but I think what it is, it's last week catching up with me. It does, mate. That's what it is.
Well, I'm not a nutritionalist.
I've had a bad week. Really bad.
You're not back into triples,
I'm back into triples.
Fuck off, you are.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
that must feel so bad that outweighs the positive of going into doubles.
It does, yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad I never went there then. So what are you now?
Oh, I had fish and chips twice this week.
Fish and chips.
I've had a McDonald's.
When did you have McDonald's?
On the way back from.
We had it together, didn't we? Oh no, that was. When was that? That was a different time.
Friday.
That was last Friday.
Yeah.
Shit me.
I've eaten shit. I've eaten really badly, and I feel like it. I feel horrible.
Is that why you couldn't? I had to do your button up again today.
Yeah. You are what you eat, and I've eaten shit, and I feel like shit.
And you just shat yourself.
I've just shit myself. So.
But where does that leave you on the old
Scales. I've jumped up 3 to I'm 100.1. So I've learned 300 grams. Not good.
That's all right though. 300 grams for eating all of that shit. You'd take that every day.
But I guarantee you next week as well, because I've eaten shit this week, and I guarantee you next week I'll be heavier.
Well, look, should we play a little tip from our friend Cindy?
Shall we?
Out in Switzerland.
Yeah, Cindy.
Yeah, marvellous tips, yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Cindy Landolt, and Chris from 44Ts asked me to put together some fitness and weight loss tips. Activities burn a lot of calories, increase your metabolic rate, and improve your fitness. But that being said, you have to take care of your diet. As long as you eat too much, even too much of the right foods, and you're consuming too many calories at the end of the day, you will not be able to reduce your body fat. Body fat reduction mostly comes from a very good and clean and lean diet, whilst the activity and the training will accelerate the body fat loss. That means you have to combine both for it to be a success. Don't skip a meal when you're hungry thinking that will help you to reduce body fat. It's quite the opposite. Your body will slow down its metabolism and goes into a starvation mode where you actually store body fat because it wants to protect itself from future starvation periods. So keep eating small meals and frequently to keep your metabolism spinning. Drink loads of water. It keeps your belly full and suppresses the need to eat. It also can mobilize your fat depots when you combine it with a clean and lean diet and keep staying active.
So what's left?
Well, I believe it's just mass debate.
Mass bloody debate. I don't think. Can I say bloody? We said fuck.
Oh yeah, we said shit and wank and all sorts this
Haven't
week.
said yet though. What's this week's mass debate?
Well, I thought we were going to talk about it last week, but we've run out of time. I thought we could talk about music taste, Chris.
This is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I think this will get quite heated.
Yeah, it will.
I think we might need Jimmy Feta, who's just.
Oh no, because he's a bit like you.
Yeah, no, he's got culture and taste.
Yeah, he's a fucking scumbag, just like you. What radio station do you listen to?
I don't listen to radio stations.
No.
If I do, I listen to BBC Radio 6 when I got the chance for a bit of DAB.
Bit of dab. Dab the bass.
Dab.
Sure, a bit dib dab, innit?
Yeah. What
I
do you listen to Radio 4?
No, Classic FM actually. I like to breeze in my company car from BMW that they gave me, and I put the Classic FM on and I waft in, pissing everyone else off on the road because I do have the biggest wanker spec car you could possibly have. Everyone thinks you're a cunt. Anyway, I used to listen to BBC Radio 2, but I can't stand any BBC product anymore. I'm sorry. I quit my TV license last year, and I can't stand their propaganda anymore. Can't stand it.
But we digress.
Anyway, yeah.
But music taste. I often come into your office and, or in fact, let's rewind a little bit. So when I first got to know you, and you put the Spotify on or something, and you listen to this wanky 90s chart girl pop shit.
Yeah. For all, it's not just 90s, yeah.
Okay, but just general shit. And I thought you were just sort of like playing it just because I was there, trying to sort of have a bit of a laugh, but then soon realised you actually like this music.
Well, hang on, there's two different.
So what's the playlist what's it called? You need to give me a bit of ammunition here. What's the playlist called with the constant?
I don't know, because it just says recommended for you on Spotify.
Well,
so but because you played that, it then thinks that's what you like, so it keeps adding. This is the modern day issue with algorithms, is that it keeps suggesting stuff based on its first thought. If that first thought is wrong, you're fucked forever. Anyway, but no, I think there's two different things. Like Venga Boys, sure, it's funny. I don't.
You like it?
No, but I'm not gonna. I wouldn't drive down the road in my car listening to the Venga Boys going, "This is fucking brilliant." No, I wouldn't.
Because you're embarrassed. Is that why?
No, because it's a funny thing. I would do it. I would drive through the high street with my windows down, playing Venga Boys top volume. for sure. But the rest of it, I don't even know their names. They're just general generic female singers that sound...
like Shania Twain.
Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Yeah.
That is a very funny, good song. But I don't listen to that. Like if I was
though.
No, but I don't. Okay, I do. Hang on. It's all environment. Okay. So if I'm at work and there's a few people in the studio and we're like, oh, let's put a little livener on. Yeah, I'll bash out some Shania for sure. Shakira's another one.
Shakira.
S Club 7, basically, and I'm struggling to believe I'm actually going to say this, but I like things that make me happy, and they're uplifting, happy, nice places to be. So, but no, because I don't care what people think about my music taste, whereas you do.
No, I don't.
You
care.
do dramatically. You listen. It's like a rat on a dustbin lid. Multiple rat.
Dad.
Yes. Well, your dad is fucking right.
Your dad is fucking your mum.
Your dad is fucking your mum with European ways, talking of fuck. Yes.
But it's very different.
You wanted to slag me off for my music taste, and I've justified it.
And you want to slag me off.
No, I don't, because I don't.
This is the whole point of a debate.
I think your music taste is fucking awful.
There you go. So this is it. Let's keep going.
But you
Why?
Okay, because your music taste contains zero emotional response.
No, sorry.
Zero.
This is it.
The only emotional response your music taste contains is let's bosh another fucking pill. That is the only bit that it or aren't I fucking cool? Like a beatbox of shit is what it is. But there's no like, I feel a bit sad today, I'd like to let some emotion out. What do you put on? Fucking drum and bass?
No.
What do you put on?
I don't listen to drum and bass every single day. No, drum and bass is for going out and raving to.
Well, every time I hear your playlist, because when we have to travel hundreds of thousands of miles in vans, that's the shit you put on, isn't it?
No, I like hip hop. I like breakbeat. I like.
We both agree we like hip hop.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
90s, noughties hip hop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actual hip hop, not this fucking shit that is classed as hip hop now. Which is
there's some sort of weird grime kind
just
of
really
trap.
depressing fucking shit.
And you got twats with no talent or musical kind of what's the word I'm looking for?
Ability, skills.
Ability, yeah. Just
creativity.
Punting out shit because they're either a YouTube star or they're just famous or they got loads of money for
or
selling
they've
drugs.
discovered auto-tuning.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, we digress. No, drum and bass isn't solely like that's a small part of my repertoire.
Okay, well that's the only part I've heard.
I think you're exaggerating it now.
No, it's
Chris.
not. Well, what else? Okay.
You're being silly.
Hang on, you brought this to my front door.
I like UK hip hop.
I like anything that I would listen to and go, that sounds good. It's no genre specific.
Exactly.
It's nothing.
I'm 100% like that. I've got honestly.
So why are you being horrible to me about my music taste? You know I'm vulnerable right now.
Because that music, like in the same reason you can't apparently you can't listen to some of the stuff I listen to. I cannot stand hearing that S Club, whatever called, S Club 7, boys.
Never give
up. I cannot listen to it. I have to. If I walk into a room and that's playing, I have to walk out.
Okay, but I'm not playing that as a. Oh man, have you heard this latest? Track? It's absolute banger. It's really good. You should really hear this. It's like, does it make you smile?
No.
It should do.
No, it makes me want to punch someone.
No, but I think, like, music taste aside, so I don't even know the names of it. It's just, again, now it's algorithm specific, isn't it? So you just go play, automatic play. And a lot of my day job, is sat in a room in front of a computer doing, like, digital shit. So a lot of the time, I will listen to John Williams classics. He's the composer of like Jurassic Park, Superman, Star Wars. So I'll listen to some epic orchestral stuff because that day, it just helps bobble along the day and then you discover interesting things. So,
what's your favourite song of all time?
That's a very tough one. I don't have one. There's not like a go-to. That's my favourite song.
So my eldest son, at the moment, he's 10. And he's got Spotify, and he's at that age where there's lots of different sort of genres, and he's like, oh yeah, I love that, and he's always asking me, what's your favourite song, Daddy? What's your favourite song? and I couldn't answer him, but I did. I actually went out and bought some vinyl the other day. My first bit of vinyl that I bought.
What a wanker.
Because I'm trendy like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it was Danny.
Was it when we were in Bristol on our trendy
No,
bikes?
it's from Amazon actually.
Oh.
But anyway, so yes, I bought. And I'll tell you my favourite song of all time at the moment, because it all changes all the time. It's by Danny C. It's called The Mexican.
Play it. I'll just listen to it, so then I
Okay.
can. The Mexican. Hang on. This is your favourite song of all time? I rest my case. I quite like this.
Yeah. But you quite like it.
I quite like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be horrible about it.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's got interesting flavour.
Yeah.
So I guess what else? Do you want to slag me off some more?
I'm not. We're having a debate, Chris.
But what is the debate, though?
It's individual music tastes.
But what is the debate?
I don't know. I think we just wasted 20 minutes, haven't we?
Oh, sorry. See you next week.
See ya. Or will we see you next week? Because we're going to save the. It's not the news some of you wanted to hear, but we are going to have to be. Next week will have to be the last of the lockdown show in its current guise, because as things start opening up and my lads start racing again, and as you racing as well, it's going to be impossible to do it in the current format of recording on Friday, going out Monday, and as weekends, you know, I just want my life back a bit as well. So yes, we will be changing it somehow. Are we going to do bi-weekly?
Who knows at this point? We will say though, it has been. There's a couple of seminal moments within 44 Teeth.
Yes.
Seminal.
Yeah.
One was Budget by Battle.
Yeah.
Two is the news.
Yeah.
So I think we're not going to let it die. Don't worry. But we need to update the format a little bit to make it workable, because it only feels like yesterday we were here doing the last one, and we live hundreds of miles away from each other, trying to organise it all and do it. So I think it will be at least bi-weekly, maybe monthly. But we will try and build it into more of a show format. So this is the news with our wigs and shit. We'll be a part of that, but it may be that we're in a different location with a different structure.
Yeah, I mean, last week's show was a kind of prime example of how it could work with the BMW thing.
Yeah, so everything we've done in those couple of weeks, we'll just show 5-minute roll VT, basically like Top Gear.
Yeah, or
which is much better.
Big Breakfast.
The Big Breakfast. Interestingly, both featured Chris Evans at one time or another. This is the news. Do you want to come to a Shania Twain concert with me?
Yeah, okay.
I would actually really like that.
What, me go with you, or go to the...
Yeah, just have a good time. But a sit-down concert. I don't want a mosh pit.
With acid?
What, sit down on acid watching Shania Twain?
Yeah.
Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Yeah.
I mean, acid wouldn't be the top choice of drug.
No.
It's the most disgusting drug ever made. But I would consider doing something. Yeah. We're going to get. Oh fuck! Fuck! It's cheat day. You've only. I don't know, but you are. You're in trouble. Oh man. Oh mate. Let's. I don't know. This is exciting. Come in.
Hello, guys.
Oh, here he is. Oh,
got his PS5.
Bring it in. We're live. Don't touch the camera. You can get in the way though, like you normally do. So, guys,
what a prick!
If you want a PS5, yeah, hit me up, innit? Thanks, Jimmy.
My pleasure.
Should we?
Also, hoodies available online. Check out.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Yeah. Do you want to play PS5?
Oh, I'd love to.